is a good life. That's the book we've gone through this last 1 year, and we're going to try and close it out, do a summary of all we've learned in the book. This is a summary of 85 years of research, in a life case study of human development. And all they were trying to do is that what makes for a good adult development. There's several studies on baby development, all of that stuff. But what they've attempted to do here in the last 85 years plus is see what makes for an adult, a human adult developing, growing well, what makes it, such that people that live long, and not just that they live long, but they have a good life. They have a seasoned life. They have the benefit of living. They are fulfilled living. They're not just passing time, but they enjoy their life. What makes it for someone to enjoy their life and to live long? And the summary of the result of the study is that what makes for that is relationship, is having relationship in the different areas of our life, and not just having those relationships, but having quality relationship. When you have quality relationship in your life, you're going to live long and you're going to live well. Full stop. That's a summary of the book, and that's what we've discussed in the last 1 year. We've looked at that. We've looked at relationship itself, looked at how to to form relationship in the different areas of our life, the things that affect it, and things to look at, how to have relationship and how to maintain relationship. And we came up with the word social fitness. Just like being physically fit is by exercising, eating well, sleeping well, there's also something called social fitness. It's our ability to make relationship and also to keep those relationships. When you can do that, you are said to be socially fit. You can interact in the social universe. Yeah, you can interact in your social universe. You're not left alone. You are not handicapped in interacting, in living, in dwelling, in moving, in existing in your social universe. And we've looked at different areas around that as we try to summarize what we've done in the last 1 year, hoping something will come up that it's important to you. So this is part one of a takeaway from the book. And the book says it doesn't matter how old you are, where you are in the life cycle. When we talk about the life cycle, we're talking about being born, being a little baby, being a preteen, being a teen, being an adolescent, being a young adult, mid adult, old adult, centurion, all of that, irrespective of where you find yourself in a circle of life, whether you are married or not married, whether you're introverted or extroverted, right? Everyone can make a positive turn in their life. No one is condemned to wherever they are. Every irrespective of where you find yourself at this point in your life, you can be better. You can be better. You are not condemned to wherever it is that you are, irrespective of the trajectory of life that you find yourself right now. You can make a change for the better. You are not a tree. You are not a stone. You are a human being, a human being, a human being, not a human being, not a human to be, but a human being, a living person, a living, breathing person. When the Almighty God created you, he said, he called you a living soul, a living will, a living intellect, a living emotion. You are able to make decisions. And you are able to, according to your decision. Therefore, you can change. You can make a decision for you to take your life to a new level. You are not condemned to the level that you find yourself right now. If you are poor today, you can be rich. If you are sad today, you can be happy. If you're emotionally downcasted today, you can be lifted up. You can make decisions that will take your life to a better level, to a better level, to a better better level, irrespective of where you find yourself. Your life has been studied. You are not a strange person. You did not just drop. There are people that are like you. There are people that have been where you are right now, and they have made a change for the better. If they worked for them, it will work for you also. Right? Your life has been well studied. You are not a new person. The Bible also puts it this way, for those of us Christians, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, it says that there's nothing that has come to you that is strange. Everything you are going through is a human experience. It is not an extraterrestrial experience. It is not a space experience. It's not another planet experience. Irrespective of what you are going through right now, irrespective of what the challenge in your life is right now, it is a human experience, and it is not strange. Other people have gone through it. Other people are going through it. Other people will go through it. People have gone through it and have succeeded. There's no excuse for you not to succeed. You are destined to succeed, except you choose otherwise. There is a way to succeed. There's a way to do what you are doing right now that will make you succeed, that will make you get the best out of it. It's all a matter of whether you want to or not. The things to do, they are available. They have been studied, they have been used, and they are repeatable. You can make your life better, irrespective of where you find yourself right now. That is a given, right? It's a matter of you asking questions, right? So it doesn't matter how old you are, where you are in the life circle, whether you are married, not married, whether you are introverted or extroverted, everyone can make positive turns in their life, including you, right? The unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates says. Right? A life that is worth living is a life that must be examined on a periodic basis. You cannot live your life without examining it, or you will go the wrong place. Another part in Proverbs says that there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the ends thereof is a way of death. If you don't examine your way, you will end up in debt. You will not know, but you will be dead before you know it. Right? A life that is worth living is a life worth examining. Every now and then you should ask yourself, am I living the life I set out to live? Am I living the life I set out to live? First of all, you even need to set out to live your life. You cannot just live life without setting out to live it. If you don't live a life that you are not setting out to live, you are going to end in hell, both spiritual and temporal. Because where there's no vision, the people perish. Where there's no vision, the people perish. The people go to hell, both temporal and spiritual. If you don't have a vision, you are going to hell. You are going to go to heaven, whether in this life or in the life to come. If you are going to enter into your wealthy, rich place, you must have a vision for it. You must have a vision of that place you want to get to. Because if you don't have a vision, then any road will lead to where you are going to, because you are going nowhere. And the place called nowhere is called hell. Hell, both in this life and in the life to come. Right? So if you want to go to heaven, if you want to go into your wealthy place, if you want to be rich, if you want to be prosperous, you must have a vision of that place for you, a vision of that place called there for you, right? And then you must then begin to do the things that will take you there. And every now and then you must check to be sure whether you are still on that road, whether you have not missed the road, whether you have not compromised, whether you have not been deceived, whether you have not been distracted. Right? So a life that is worth living, a life that is worth living, a life that focuses, that is destined to go to heaven, that is destined to be with God, that is destined to prosper, that is destined to do well, must be examined every now and then to be sure it is still on the road. If you don't examine that life, you are not going to go to where you want to go to. You're not going to go to a good place. Right? So Socrates says again, the unexamined life is not worth living. Right? The reverse is equally true. The life that is worth living must be examined. A life that is worth living must be examined. If you don't examine it, it is not worth living. It's not going to take you to a place that is pleasurable. It's not going to take you to a place that is desirable. If you're going to go to a place that is desirable, a place that is pleasurable, then you must examine your life every now and then. Examine your life every now and then. Yeah, everybody might be praising you. Doesn't mean that everything is well. Everybody might say you are the best, you are good. They are not the ones that know where you are going. You know where you are going. Remember, you are the master of your destiny. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. You are the one that directs the affairs of your life, not the praise singers, right? Not the praise singers. You are the master. You are the responsible party for your life, for your destiny, for your faith, for your soul, for your body, for your person, for all that is you. So every now and then you need to ask yourself, are we on the right road? Are we on the right path to that place called there for us? And when you are not, you need to make the necessary correction so that you can end up in your wealthy place. You can end up in your large place. As a Zen master posted this way, it says, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the immature mind, there are many possibilities. In the amateur's mind, there are many possibilities, right? But in the expert's mind, in the guru's mind, in the master's mind, in the matured mind, in the professional mind, there are few. Not all roads will lead to where you are going to. Only a few will. And you need to know those few. Thomas Edison had to do 999 trials before he got it right at 1,000 times. But he found out the 999 ways that are not the way. He did that to find the one. When you become a master, when you become a guru in anything, your options to do the same thing reduces. You don't waste your time. You don't beat around the bush. You don't spend time on things the amateur spends time on. You go direct to the point. You go direct to the point, right? You have gained momentum. You have gained momentum. You don't beat about the bush. You don't have to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know where to go to, and you go to it straight. That is the power of being a guru. That's the power of being a master. That's the power of being good at what you do. You have momentum, right? Years give you momentum. They give you the knowledge, the wisdom to know the things that matter and the things that don't matter. Children can play with everything, think that everything is important. But as you grow old, you know the things not to play with. You know the things to focus on. You know the measures to measure on. And you know the minors to minor on. You know the 20% to focus on and the 80% to let go. That is what maturity does to us. That's what the years are supposed to do to us. As we grow older, we don't necessarily gain physical strength, but we're supposed to gain wisdom. The Bible says the gray hair is an honor to the old man, only if it comes with wisdom. If all your years don't give you wisdom, then your life is a waste. For your life to matter, for your years to matter, you must gain wisdom, must gain wisdom, must gain wisdom. Because as you grow older, your strength diminishes. But your wisdom must be increasing. Because your wisdom then is what substitutes for the strength that you lose. Right? If you don't gain wisdom, then you are useless. Then you are not following the right life path. Our pilgrimage through life is supposed to help us to gain wisdom, gain wisdom, gain wisdom, gain wisdom. Because with wisdom comes momentum. With wisdom comes ability. With wisdom comes focus. We can then do things better than we used to. If I'm doing things at the same rate, at the same speed, in the same way I used to do years past, then my life, the years in between were useless. Our years need to mean something. So the psalmist says, he says, Lord, give us wisdom to number our days, that we may apply our heart unto wisdom. Those days you don't get back. Make use of them to gain wisdom. Let the days of your life, your years of your life matter. Let them give you wisdom. Right?